Here at Stratfor, we've been watching very closely the Mosul offensive getting closer into the city. One of the things we've done, however, is also look at the city itself, where currently Islamic State fighters are still holding their ground. And now they haven't been sitting around idly waiting for the Iraqi forces and their allies to arrive to the city. They've actually been digging in and setting up some quite impressive defensive positions. And in looking at satellite imagery that was taken on October 31st, we've noticed some very interesting positions that were established along the southern edge of Mosul city. What we're actually looking at here is a long line of road barricades that the Islamic State has put in place, as well as some positions where they have not actually shut down roads yet, but they've put positions in place where they could simply topple concrete blocks into the street and close them down when the fighting gets close. You can tell in the satellite imagery these positions where you see the straight lines of what seems to be some type of concrete pylons on both sides of the road. These are the prepared roadblocks that they will put in place once the fighting gets close. Now, along this entire line, they've pretty much locked every single road to create essentially a wall on the southern edge of Mosul city. And this is most likely the position where they'll try to defend the city from if the Iraqi forces and their allies approach the city from this direction. What they've done on top of this is clear the entire area south of this defensive position. This used to be the Mosul airport as well as an Iraqi military facility. Pretty much every structure out there has been completely wiped off the earth, creating a long and very wide flat area that will allow Islamic State fighters to observe attacking forces and to engage them. So it'll be very difficult for those Iraqi forces to cross this empty space and even reach those defensive positions before they can fight for them. Another interesting feature that we've observed in this defensive line that Islamic State fighters have erected is the use of earthen berms in areas where there's no immediate roads that they can simply lock down. These will both provide cover to the Islamic State fighters and, of course, present a barrier to attacking forces. Here at Stratfor, we'll continue to look closely at how the battle around Mosul evolves, and we'll continue to look at how exactly the Islamic State has shaped their presence inside Mosul.